Good morning. Welcome to the Center's Community Education Program. Today we will have Rebecca Hess from the Cancer Screening Services Program and Lisanne Devine from the Traffic Safety Program at this center presenting today. So Rebecca, I hand it over to you and welcome.
Thank you. So again, I'm from the Cancer Services Program, and I'm here today to talk about colorectal cancer. So colorectal cancer, you may also hear it called colon cancer. I'm going to be referring to it as colon cancer. It's just a little bit easier to say. To start off, colon cancer is actually the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths among New Yorkers, but it can be prevented. So we can do something about that fact. And we can prevent it by making sure that we're getting regular screenings. So I'm just going to talk.
Rebecca, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I want to make sure we have this interpreted as well.
Yes.
Okay, so Thramo Rebecca, now we me parallel manamala cancer service program. We getting kete ba khawra cancer screening dollar tama kwara cancer dir padile no we ka salate ba khala colon cancer do ba khala puipu do kera sale cancer dir pa awe ka disinya pa do bam nu khole le New York ko se pune do New York ti ko ko dir pa ni mi pala ba kwa sam me da do cancer khaya agter do aga kha di solo that kai one ba ba do do dile do mi dal do do sinila.
So we know there are many types of cancers, and we know there's many possible causes, but we also know that there are certain characteristics that a person can have that can increase their risk.
Tale cancer ne over the blue glue do signal cancer ne ke ro sa dile do tale do se o dale clear abobonila.
These are things like age, race, and family history.
Do adadar kine ke ro sala pa sani dir pa ko do hi po ko le a uti do wala cancer dir pa do ta lo se dir pa ni lo.
Keep in mind that people who have little or no risk factors can still get cancer, which is why screening is so important.
Pa ke nyo to no la afasada le ni awe do ni we cancer ti ho ni awe redo wala le pa ko do ta ma kwa mom na screening declare la pa sinya man agi ta le pa ko ma kwa wala ni lo.
I'm going to share my screen now to show you some pictures of what the colon looks like.
Okay, you got the thing and under you got the one and the tag of the part, the script boot, the solar a gate of Sadile, the castle a gate of a Pocatella Pui Padopu.
So this is a picture of the colon as it sits in the human body. It is the lower part of the digestive system.
Get off a low packing your mopabu, dollar away pata or glue, a pola.
After food is digested in the stomach and through the small intestine, it enters the colon and water is absorbed.
Okay, Kaola Ahenula Pomopabu, Laponula Pomopabu, dot the Klula Awele Superpuipo Divani.
And the waste exits the body.
When I
talk about colon cancer, I'm talking about cancer that occurs in this part of the body. In most cases, colon cancer starts out as a growth called a polyp. These are non-cancerous to begin with, but over time they can become cancerous. Some things that can increase your risk for colon cancer are getting older. Most colon cancer occurs in people ages 50 or older. Having a personal or family history, not only of colon cancer, but of polyps or other bowel diseases can increase your risk.
dollar loss chone lo chora ta hippocopo let no la uti we do hippocopo history de do atagita klola owe do kesala pukui dot get up with a dollar pomopa buta so chala ga di phani du get up potro akile keseti wanila.
Other risk factors include lifestyle factors, such as being overweight or obese, drinking alcohol, not getting enough exercise.
Dota la ga potro ki si we da la kobla pa mi owe da tamuta bo pa tuwe tamuta bo di phami gi do kobla pa bob overweight pa kilo at le mi gi do kobla pa mi ma we exercise ba di phami ke do we sa sin la.
Tobacco use and eating red and processed meats can also increase your risk of colon cancer.
We da pa suwe da tobacco di sola nya sumi da ta pota lo ta muda bo di phani no gi ke do pa le colon cancer di wani la.
Keep in mind that polyps, as they start to grow, you cannot feel them. You don't know that they're there.
The bapa tu pasala polop ne le pomo pa pu ne awe ke ro sa di so pa pe sinya ba de blor khoni do but the sinya da le pa mo no.
And colon cancer may not cause symptoms.
Do ba kala colon cancer ne da to blor khoni de he na ta pe no mi ba.
However, if you experience blood in or on your stool,
Kom yo ne na ka le khoblo ba di so la no sweet mo la no mo pa pu.
pain or cramps in the stomach that won't go away,
Di so la na hu pa do na di so la ka tu ba di so len hu pa de mu ba mo no.
a change in your bathroom habits. Either you're going too much or you're not going enough.
Di so la awe ke pa pla di so la ka tho ta lo do len do tho ta lo ba da le mo no ta chot le u tho le na tho ta lo.
Or if you're losing weight and you don't know why.
No the blood cop hela na pon kilo lo don lo khe kha don de pa tu pa sa ba ba mi khu le.
These symptoms could be an indicator of colon cancer or something else.
Do ta no kha ni ka mi we colon cancer do mi ba ka mi ta la ga.
This is why regular screening is so important, and if you have these symptoms, please contact your doctor.
No khu ni ari do la pa ko do ta ma kwa sa la ta ma kwa cancer di pha do pa mi o do ta no di pha ni mo bu du sin ya wa da pa doctor do pa la kwa thwe pa la to shu clinic pa.
Now let's talk about the types of colon cancer screening.
Okay, pa ka te ba kha wa da la ta la pa ku su la ta do se do ta ma kwa wa da cancer di pha po lo.
Screening means that you're checking your body before you have signs or symptoms.
Tala screaming a copy on it, the solar per lemma quavada, but up no see part to clear up a signad or per utodor. Oh, I can say the
Most people think of the colonoscopy when they think of colon cancer screenings.
No parking yard no not more like coloscopy in the mirror that, pala or cancer lee.
This is a great way to get screened.
Domitala agri color, Pocabama quavada.
It does involve some time to prepare. You have to drink a special fluid to clean out your bowel, which makes you go to the bathroom.
The clean the lemacon sound about a guitar, Poca, or whether tea, the solar burger, the hat of a hooper, more popular hooper.
The day of your procedure, you would need somebody to drive you or take you to your doctor's office.
Dot ni learn the mille macquan fane, the coba play paraga, like a legional, like a non naka, shona letter side or kaki strong in aleni.
Because you'll be put under anesthesia for the procedure.
Do pella the mille macquan sa shogotoni, a weather hina kasi sa the pig.
During the procedure, your doctor will insert a lighted tube into your rectum.
Do penny in the doctor, do pella macquan as shogotoni, the doctor could get paraga away here with a law.
It'll go the whole length of your colon, and the doctor will be looking for growths, such as in this illustration, a polyp.
Dopene doctor Makaweda no pui, Pado Put or Kukaweda, the Tala Ula or the Paul de Pani, me do toa no Osadile.
If your doctor sees something like this, they can remove it.
The doctor Mitine with that, Tala Ula no Colo Bune, awake to Guinina.
By removing it, they're reducing the risk of that polyp turning into cancer.
đó ta là thu bên này nè mình đã thắp nó color communal thì cái họ ta đua mưa lỡ cái họ là cancer gì
If a colonoscopy is done and there's nothing wrong, there's no polyps or growth or cancers, you can usually go another 10 years before you need another one.
nên mình là mà qua vào đó cancer khai quỷ lo khi nè đó ta bên nó thì phát ta mi đó ta sao thì phát nó mi đồ là nó mi bán nè đó when ô mua cái này điều anh đi chịu lo khi lên đó ba mà qua nó được lo là ba đó đi chịu lo khi mà ba mà qua cái
If they do find something, you may need to be screened more frequently, maybe every 5 years.
đó when mình tin ta mi đó nó có ba mà qua cái gì so đó so lỡ cái đó lỡ gen đi đó
Although this procedure it takes a lot of prep and the procedure itself is relatively short, it could save your life.
ở đây ở xưa ta bỏ ra lo xí phải nè cái đó thì sau đó để mà đua là bạn mình ra khai là ở bên mà bung mà play là sao muốn nó
Another way to be screened, which is much like the colonoscopy, is called the sigmoidoscopy.
Okay, agar khan nè ở đây là ba mà qua ở đây cancer nè đó có ra là sigmoidoscopy
It's a lot of the same prep, and you do have to go to your doctor's office.
Aware ra cái đi sau lọ sa don có ba liều lớn doctor aware aru
They will insert a tube into the rectum, but will only go for the first third of the colon.
aware cái mà aware đi sau đó là có aware mà qua nào là coloscopy số aware cái phần aware là là bùi bù
This procedure can be done every 5 years.
aware ta bỏ ra lọ khai nè ba ta mà qua là dân đi đúng
The last type of cancer screening I want to talk about is the take-home test.
ta cái ta là bé đó bete là đó ba cái ba mà qua chule bị
Take-home test is an easy and convenient way to get screened for colon cancer.
mình là color aware ra được cái thôi đi sau là ba cái mà qua chule đó là cancer hả
You can do it in the privacy of your own home.
nè mà qua xí lên hi nó cái sao bù đó là ta cứ su bù
You do not have to do any special prep for it. You don't have to change your diet or anything. And you can do it right at home.
nè ta lô ba mà ở ta chọn lấy cái pan ăn mì ba nè cái mà lên nó cái trái hip ra lại xíu nữa nó
A take-home kit is usually sent to you, or you can get one at your doctor's office sometimes.
aware ra ta blood con này doctor nè nè hi nó xí lên doctor office abu đó nè hay kỹ đó nè xu á
It has the instructions and all the supplies right in the kit.
đó là khóa tiền pan luôn nè không nên có ba xu đi lên nè ba ta quên lo khăn nè kia rồi
If you don't understand the instructions, reach out to your doctor's office so that you understand how to do it.
mình tên nắp ở lúc lấy tiền pan nè nó còn doctor office đó nè xí qua lên có ba mà đi lên nó
You collect a sample of your stool and mail it back to a lab.
đó nè bà phô về đó đó nè email xin mà nó nè bà phô đó nè cái stroke đã kêu là nè doctor aru
The lab checks the specimen for blood, microscopic blood.
đó bắt đầu mà qua về đó suy tiền pan lo
If the screening is negative, you don't need to do the screening again for another year.
đó về sau mình về đó là mình đó ta bên nó bị bán nè nè tụi mà nó bị bán nè có ba mặc đào chúng mình như đó
If they do find blood in your stool, they'll likely suggest that you get a colonoscopy because you could have blood in your stool for multiple reasons, and the colonoscopy can determine why that is.
ở bên mình tin về ta suy là nè cái đó pen nè ở đó nè có ba kỹ mà qua đây người ta không bao ta số tiền phao về ama là mình ta ghi mình ủng là
Now let's look at who should be screened.
không nè bố qua đây cái là có ba mà qua bisa
All men and women ages 50 to 75 should be screened for colon cancer.
ở sau đó là bỏ mưa anh như vậy tụi là như suy tiền pan nè là có ba mà qua về đó cancer nè là
Recently, there's been new recommendations that the age should be lowered to 45. However, we haven't seen that covered by insurance quite yet.
တော့ဖဲအမွိနေပတိပါဝဒါလအဝဲမှာလောရှောဝဲနီလေစားတော့ဖဲလေနီလူချီရဲ့ရှုဖကိုဂရမကောကန်ဆယ်နော်
Other people who should be screened are men and women who are at high risk.
တော့ပါလအကရမကွာတဲ့ဖာနီလောရှောတာလေပါလအိုတော့တောက်ရှုခလီလာတယ်လို့ပြောတဲ့ဖာနီတော့ပါလအိုလတဘယူပူတဲ့ဖာ
High risk means that they may have a family member, a close family member, their parents, their siblings, their children who have been diagnosed with colon cancer.
တော့လောရှောတာလေအကေတော့ဆာလေဟိဖိုခဖိုတော့လောရှောတာလေဘူပတိဖိုတော့ဒပဝတနော်လာအိုတီတော့ကိုလိုကန်ဆာတဲ့ဖာနီအခုနရီဒိုဝဒါလေဟိဖိုခဖိုကတဲ့ဖာကမကွာဆန်နော်
Or if you or your family member has certain other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel disease.
ဒီဆာလေဟိဖိုခဖိုတနော်မီအိုတော့အကေရာဒစတာပနော်တော့တာအချာလေအကူကတဲ့ဖာစကောနကရလမကွာဝနီလား
To lower your risk for colon cancer, make sure you get screening regularly.
အခုနေအဝဲရီဒိုဝဒါလေဘဝဲကွာလေပကမကွာပစာလေပကလေမကွာကိုလိုကန်ဆာနီလား
Other ways to lower your risk include drinking less alcohol or avoiding it.
တော့တာအကြီးကတော့ဒါလေကမရှာလဝဲတာဘယူတဲ့ဖိုင်နေအကြီးဝဒါလေပကအော်လောရှာဝဲဒမ်ဒါဘောတဲ့ဖာတော့မီစီပကဟာရှေအော်နီလား
Getting regular exercise and staying at a healthy weight.
ထဘောပကိုရတာဟူတာကဲဒီဖလာပကအိုလတောက်ရှုခလီလာလောပေကော
Eating healthy foods.
ပကောတာလေအနိကိနေပါ
Avoiding tobacco, or if you use tobacco, quit.
အကြီးကတလာပကဟာရှေဝဲဒါညာဆိုတော့တာပေါ်တာလောလေဘတ်မောင်လညာဆိုတဲ့ဖာမီစီတော့ပစုတော့အော်တကြီး
These things can lower your risk for colon cancer and a lot of other chronic conditions.
အဝဲတိုင်မီတာလအမလောရှာဝဲဒါကိုလိုကန်ဆာတော့တာဆူဒါဆလာကတိဖာနေနော်
So what I'd like you to take away today is that colon cancer can be prevented.
အခုနေတာတိဖာဤစမေမမထွာနေသရှုကမလအဝဲကတော့တဲ့ဝဲဒါသူလကိုလိုကန်ဆာနေလား
All men and women 50 years and older should be screened.
အခုနေအဝဲပေါ်မှုတော့ပေါ်ခွမ်းမီရလအနီးရဆူရှုဖခုနေအကြီးတော့လေပကလေမကွာဝဲဒါနေလား
Screening tests include the colonoscopy and the sigmoidoscopy.
ကိုလိုကန်ဆာနေအဝဲဘတ်မှာကွာလေကိုလိုစကီပီဒါစီမိုoscopy.
And a take-home test is another easy and effective way to be screened.
ဒေါ်လာအဂါခါတော့ပကေသူအလိဖိပမကွာလိဖိနေမီရာကလေလာအညောကတနေလား
The last thing I want to tell you about is the Cancer Services Program.
တော့အလခိကတလာဆိုင်တော့တင်သူဘခါဝဒါလာကိုလို Cancer Cervix Program.
In New York State, if you do not have health insurance, you may be eligible for a free cancer screening.
လာ New York State ကဆက်ဘူးသူမီအိုဒေါ် insurance ဘာစတနာကိနေသူအိုဒေါ်တာခွဲရရလာနသူကလေမကောဝဲကိုလို cancer တော့မီတာလာအဖဘလီဝဲလန်သူဘဟေပွေဝနေလား
Screenings include breast, cervical, and colon cancer.
တော့တာလတမကောသစ်ဖာနေအခုဝဲတာတော့တမကောဒါ new cancer တော့ dollar cancer တော့ပွေဖာတော့ဘူး cancer နေလား
If you or a loved one find yourself in a situation where you're of screening age and you don't have health insurance, please call us at the Cancer Services Program to see if we can help.
တော့နမေအိုတော့တကူရာကောတော့နမေအဒိုမှာကွာနစာတော့တကူရာခေမီအိုနာလန် insurance mid over တော့ကောဝဒါ cancer central လာသရမရီဘကာအိုတော့အဝစီကမချနာနီလား
Remember, in this era of COVID, that cancer screening is very important, and that if you are due for a cancer screening and you're unsure of going to your doctor's office, please call your doctor and speak with them about that.
တော့ဆတော့ဖဲလာအဝဲကိုဗစ်ဆတော့ဤမီတာကောရခဲဒိုမာလာပကဒိုနီတော့မကွာဒါ cancer screening အဝနေလားတော့အကခါရီတလပကော web doctor တော့ပကလေလ doctor ရူဒီဆိုလာပကဒိုနီဘဝဲဒါကလုကလေလပကမကွာဝဲကောနေနော်
And if you're experiencing symptoms, definitely talk to your doctor, schedule an appointment. It's very important to be seen.
Don me tu ba na tap no thir phai ni mon ga tes ko ra don doctor don ga khini we appointment don ga du sin yaw le ta ga klo thir phai do le ga do ni ba wa da ta ma kwa ko ni lo.
And thank you.
Tab le do ma.
Thank you. Okay, so
Just one moment. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for that important information.
Thank you for having me.
And I just want to add that if anyone needs assistance, if they're having symptoms or are of the age to be screened or need assistance contacting their doctor or finding a doctor if they do not have one, please contact the center at 315-738-1083 and we can assist you with that.
Do pa ga la ami lo ba wa da tamma cha la we kele ma ko wa da cancer screening go ni do no la doctor mi ro ba mi gi do kho the wa da the central la refugee lo kha sa si we do aga da kha ni kho the no cha doctor di so lo ka du ni ba wa da ta si nya le komyo le ta ma ko wa da cancer go ni la.
Wonderful, thank you. And now, Lisanne?
yes, I will share my screen. So today, sorry, I will talk about being prepared for, let me make it big. So being prepared and getting prepared for your permit and license appointments in winter traffic safety.
Ni thamu lisa ke te ba khau da la po o do ta ke te do pa su sa la po do ni wa da permit mi ge do ka lai si mi ge do la po ka mani we appointment do la ta le ta killer ta gu tho so do la ko do ta pu da ple gon la.
So I'm Lisanne and I run the traffic safety program here at this center.
Thamu lisa do mi pa ga le awe hi we ta su lo ba khau da le traffic safety program la awe da refugee da la.
So we walk, we drive, we ride, we go to school, we work, and we go to social events. We have to get there.
Do le pa le pa ki mi ge do pa no ka so do pa ka so do pa le tho chu do le ta pi da ma lo do le pa ta ko ro pu do pa mi pa sit pha la awe lo ba we da tho bu ni la.
So there are a few steps to getting a driver's license. We're going to talk about that quickly.
Do ta ge sha ko bo le pa ka te ko ba khau da le pa ka do ni ba wa da ta no so le a lai si wo.
So there are three main steps. You would gather your identification documents and schedule and pass the written permit test.
Di so le ta ge sa thi le pa ka do ni ba wa da pa permit test ko pa ka ba pa pho do pa ba pa tho da ta da klo tin pha di le.
You take the 5-hour pre-licensing course.
Lo na ko ba tu mi la ne permit we lo ki na ko ba tho da yen na ri ba kwa da ko mu.
And then pass a road test to get your license.
Di so le na do se mi wi do na mi plo do ni ba wa da na ka no ta no so le lai si ni lo.
So the center's traffic safety program can provide you with individualized support.
Our traffic safety program la refugee la kha sa ni do we ti pha ni master software ba la clear o we le abu bu ni lo.
With an interpreter if you need one.
Ne mi lo ba pa ka to klo ti ni da do pa ko we ni lo.
We have study materials for permit licenses in Arabic, Burmese, Karen, Nepali, Spanish, Swahili, and Russian.
Do le ta ma lo we da le permit go ni na ko le permit do lai si go ni klo we ti pha we ama le ko le be yo klo pa ki nyo Nepali do Spanish do Sri Han do Russia ti pha la.
We work with people to set a strategy and work through their next steps.
Pa ma ko ra pu ko di so le pa ki le sunya bu do.
We can help set up appointments online.
Do pa ma ni su permit do pa ki tho da la online.
Have materials online for support.
Do po ra ta po ta lo ti pha lo le ka master software tu.
We can schedule a permit test and interpreters for taking the permit test.
đó bởi cái cái mani từ là ta đồ sẽ gõ đó bởi cái mà sự có từ là ta gluten từ là ta đồ sẽ gõ
Oneida County Department of Motor Vehicles and other appointments.
unanda away DMV dot appointment là gửi từ phá
It's important that you wear a mask or a face covering and stay 6 feet away at all appointments.
agi kita là thabo bởi cái ba khao double max đó bởi cái ba uji lốp ta khu khó gió của blood dealer hele là appointment sẽ cái đó nữa
You'll be turned away if you do not have a mask.
nó mi đó ba bữa max từ phá bạn nhé không nhớ ta từ khi nào lớn cái lên được ba
You'll likely get your temperature taken. If you have a fever, you will not get in.
thabo này nó cái ba u đó ba cái mà khoa nào là ta cố đó ta cố mi u thọ nào đó nó từ từ lên được cái
Do not go and reschedule if you're sick, have a fever, or are supposed to be in quarantine or isolation due to COVID-19.
đó nếu mi sinh nhật lần sau là nó đó COVID này chỉ đâm nó đi phá nếu mi suy kỳ đó mà nó có lý hi nó suy để lệ cái đó nó có reschedule cái appointment đi phá
You can call the center's traffic safety program at 315-738-1083 and leave a message. We'll get back to you.
nó có với đó travel safety program thì là phone nó ít sợ tới ye nuôi sợ khó tới và khó sợ mà nó có bắt tin mi đó nó ta cái lứa đó thà mình sẽ có cái cái nào
You can request to join the center's multilingual traffic safety Facebook group.
đó nó khi thọ sẽ có với là nó có đó thì đó có đó the central Facebook group thì vấn đề đó
where we post videos and information in a whole bunch of different languages.
bởi ba lo với đó đó ta có muốn thì phá đó là ta có trụ cụ ác luôn nữa
The Oneida County DMV is, you can only go there to take a permit. You can only go in person to get your ID, your permit, or your permit, basically, and other licensing information, like if you have to renew your license.
đó DMV away bu DMV đó you take a hawk wall đó ta lên lệ or cái xí lên nó sang mi cái sau lên cái mà sau in ID
All appointments have to be made online.
đó appointment killer ni ba mà là online ni là
The center's traffic safety program can schedule it for you and make sure you have all of the proper documents and information before you get there so you don't get turned away.
away da travel safety program mà ni na appointment si we đó hi na ta close pass si we killer lên có ba lệ số ta là lu si pa đi sau lên lên on si ba cái lor cái
It's possible for you to schedule yourself online. If you do that, I suggest you contact us so that it's going to be a while before you get in, months probably. So I suggest you contact the traffic safety program to make sure that you have everything you need before you go.
đó ở cái chỗ này ta hay cũng là nó có web hóa mà nó có sẽ close ra đó travel safety program đi sau lên ta lấy deploy ta là lu si pa ni có power đó na có mi đến nữa
Okay, so enough about that. Let's talk about winter traffic safety.
hey nè bởi cái ba khẩu là ta nó số lẽ là ở đó ta bù đắp lẽ là winter sau đó là ta có khá đi rồi sau đó nó
Winter is coming soon.
ở đó ta click hết đủ bao lâu không nè
We've already seen a little bit of snow.
ở thabo này bởi cái khẩu đó ta cái tiền pan này
So I'm going to play a video for you about the importance of seeing and being seen. This is not in the winter, but just imagine if it were in winter, it would be even more dangerous because the roads are slippery.
ta cái chuyện này là ta không muốn tiền phá rồi là bốc qua về đó rồi mi ta là cái được cái phụ là ta có sau đó rồi mi ta là bật thi ba tí lọ đó ta là bốc thi anh nữa
Thank you. So don't text and walk, don't text and drive.
Mithine tumi haso done through about 10 message again, or tumi knock us done through about 2 4 or 10 message again.
Plan some extra time for trips and things that could make you rush.
Now to clear the letter, get us sort of any more through a bathu show or through the take the show through that, it's all through the road or through the hula kid again, one, no?
Make an appointment with the center to learn about child passenger safety and how to install car seats.
Do book a bathu pathale, pose it power, a book a take the show with a posa the car seat, let a letter give war.
Children are, it is law in New York State that children are to be restrained until at least their 8th birthday.
Do posa the paniel, New York State pune, get her with a communal and knee, do away knocks her away, go back away, car seat, Elena.
So roads can be slippery in the winter.
Let it panic blue bedroom, Peda so done.
So we suggest that you, in the winter, you take time to walk safely. And this is a cute video about walking like a penguin so you don't fall and slip on the ice and snow.
Nó peda hu so Johnny mob leta keep on a how ye, dot I got kind negative net food is about how long I would add a penguin to the glunilla.
But you can't hear it.
Yeah, there's a setting on where when you share your screen.
Really?
Yeah, there is something, and I don't know why that's not the default, but it is not.
Hold on.
No worries. And I think it's at the bottom left-hand corner is where
I can't see it because I'm.
Like if you bring up your, like the bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna stop my share for a minute.
Okay. Because if you.
All right, so I'm gonna record. I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna make that big. So, all right. So for pedestrian safety, walk on your sidewalks. Sidewalks can be blocked with snow and ice.
Lo beta leta kiego ni weda di solo buko ta buta plena mo bak halo klele pelele papani pa lo do di solo klele mi lo bora rosno ne.
Wear bright colors.
Mo buko ku kara kura kala apply le patio.
And shovel your sidewalks.
Mo buko kwa blog we weda bakle le pahat le ni.
To make it safe for your children and other friends.
We
all help to keep the sidewalks clear in the winter. What do you see in this picture? Even the little people are trying to help, but this child has a rake and it's yellow and bright. But the child is in all white, which is probably not a great idea. It doesn't provide a lot of contrast with the snow so that they can be seen.
Do awe kawashika wa no koblo sno sika alwe wa kune ta sugmola awe de wedu do ba mono di tola but ti o shiba.
But everybody can help. Your little bit older children can shovel
Paku ade maswe pesi no po adu dir pani maswe pesi lo.
as long as they're dressed appropriately and warm.
Mo baka dukuru ka thogi baba do lewe.
Some even put their friends to work.
Patino no kuma ati the code or lehi wele kumba maswe go.
Just kidding.
Minatalo kwela.
So I'm going to skip the videos. Sorry, go ahead.
Paka weda skip weda ta omur kai paka lewe sunya broko ba.
It's a good idea to charge cell phone and have an extra battery pack.
Agi wala paka ma pwe pa full battery do aga ka paka ma po ka weda battery on no.
Items to keep in your car are hats, mittens, gloves, a flashlight.
Do tale agi le paka te to paka pa le paka puni me na ka ku plomi ye me umi ye do tu plo ta lo tir panila.
Keep a bag or a pail, not really a pail of sand, but keep a bag of sand or kitty litter in your car. It helps to weigh down the back of the car, or you could use it for traction if you're stuck.
Paka pa weda ta pota lo lo tir pa le paka pu di so le to ko ta ko ra kemo tho le pa mi lo ba suara paka suani no.
People have jumper cables in the winter in case the car gets too cold and it won't start. The battery runs down.
Paka pasi ko weda ta chara weda battery tir pa di so le paka lo ko ta hu mi do a se bi mara ma wa di so pa suwa ka sini no.
Keep a shovel in your car.
Thobo ne paka pa weda ta kwap lo wes no shower khale paka bu.
If your car is encased in snow and ice, you should start by digging out the exhaust area, the back end of the car first.
Ke ne ka mi ka ta ta sno no gi ta le mo paka kwap lo paka do lo paka lo ki paka kwa shuo ma no.
And then open the door and get in and turn your car on and then clear the snow from the car and around it.
Do ga ka paka no le paka pu do paka ma ku no pa che paka do phene do paka ma plog yo.
You don't want the snow to be caught in the exhaust pipe because it can back up into the car. The exhaust can back up into the car and that is poisonous.
Do pa de ba sa le paka ni ko ba ko no sno ka ta ka pa le paka lo do ka ke tho ka tho I we le lo ki ba.
So winter is coming and thank you.
We da ta gut ko to he tu ba lo do ta de ko ade.
Be prepared.
We da pa ko pa lo shu ba ta do wo te to ba sa ni lo.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
So that concludes our education for today.
Tini pa ko mag to we da pa ta malo ma do ta hi ku phap ta to post ko ni lo.
Have a
Thank
great
you
day.
for joining us.
Okay, have a great day, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.